I have been natural since 2013. Actually, I stopped relaxing my hair in 2012, so I've been natural for 8 years. And you're probably looking at my hair like, it's not that long. That's because I big chopped twice. Did I? Oh my god, I'm lying. I basically big chopped 3 times. The first time was when I went natural, like I cut off all my relaxed ends. Then I cut all my hair off in January of 2017. And then last year, August 2019, I cut all my hair off again, but in a tapered hairstyle. So it wasn't like all the way down like it was in 2017. You guys ready? Okay, so the first thing is using box dyes. I'm guilty of this. I have used like box dyes to get my hair to be like a lighter color. I've used box dyes to get my hair to be a darker color, but when you dye your hair black with a box dye, sometimes what happens is like it's too dark and then it just looks weird. And oh gosh, I use the box dyes way too much. I think box dyes can be okay if you use them like once every 6 months or something, and you have to know what you're doing too, because you can like really mess up your hair. Oh gosh, I dyed my hair probably 3 times within a 6-month period. That's way too much. What am I doing? My hair is gonna fry. My curl pattern was completely and totally different, and so I had to just cut off my hair so I can like, you know, grow my hair back and actually see my natural hair pattern again, instead of dealing with this very damaged hair. So I think dyeing your hair like once every 6 months or once a year, best. Maximum once every 6 months, and even better, only 1 time a year, or even better than that, don't dye your hair at all, which is my challenge that I have for myself. I'm someone, if you know me in real life, I've dyed my hair so many times, and now I'm on this journey where it's like, I'm not gonna dye my hair. I'm not even gonna like do any highlights. I'm not gonna dye it. If I want some color, I'm gonna buy a wig with some color. I'm gonna buy a cute headband, put that on my head, get some color through the headband, or I'm just gonna like braid my hair with some extensions that have color in it. Okay, so on to the next one. Number 2, this was a big mistake that a lot of people do all the time, and I also made this mistake, is using too much heat. There is also that moderation component again. If you use heat on your hair all the time, your hair, your curl pattern, your natural curl pattern is going to be loosened. It's gonna happen. And you have to use a heat protectant when you're using heat, because you want to just protect your strands of hair. And another thing is, I didn't even really know this until just a few years ago, but even the temperature of water that you wash your hair with, I love taking showers with really hot water, and I like to wash my hair when I'm taking a shower. So I would wash my hair with the same temperature of water that I wash my body with, but it's hot. It's like boiling hot. And that's not good for your hair. That can also give you heat damage. And it's like, you can be someone who never straightens your hair, but you wash your hair with hot water every time you wash it, and your hair ends up getting damaged from the hot water from your showers. Crazy. Number 3 is not using pure oils. When I first went natural, I only used shea butter. All I was doing was using a 100% pure oil, and that was good. When you're getting your oils, make sure that they're like what you intended to buy, because sometimes you don't know. I guess this is like, this is a mistake that I was aware of from the beginning when I was buying oils. It's like, I want to use, let's say I want to use grapeseed oil because it has certain benefits for my hair, but when I go and I buy the 99-cent bottle of oil that says grapeseed oil on it, it only has like, grapeseed is like the 5th ingredient. Grapeseed oil is like the 5th ingredient on the bottle. So I'm just saying, pay attention to what's in your products. Number 4 actually is using too many products, and also using too many products and I have a note here that says some products don't go well together. So when I got into like more natural hair products were coming out, I started buying all these different things, but not everything goes together. Like not every conditioner, leave-in conditioner, gel mix well together. Like the ingredients, sometimes when you mix different products, sometimes from different brands, when you mix them together, they just coagulate, and they just like they form like those flakes and stuff that we don't like to see. And yeah, it's just like, it's more of like a style and preference. And also, if the product is not mixing well together, it's not gonna do what it's supposed to do. If you see it's like forming flakes and stuff, that means it's not really penetrating your hair. It's reacting and it's sitting on your hair instead of penetrating the strands of your hair. So what I learned, I think this year actually, is to take a little bit of, let's say I want to use a certain leave-in conditioner and a certain gel. I'll take a little bit of the gel on my finger and put it on my wrist or the back of my hand, and then I put a little bit of the leave-in conditioner on the back of my hand as well, and I mix them together on my hand and see if they're reacting with each other, see if there is like some clumps and some solid pieces forming, or if there are just mixing together and becoming like smooth. And so, whew, sorry, I gotta adjust the way I'm sitting. And so that's basically what I learned. That's just like one mistake that I was making. I didn't check to see beforehand if the products go well together. And so what I would do is I would just put, you know, all these different products on my hair, and then my hair starts flaking and getting like, you know, just being really gross. And no one wants that. No one wants their twist out to have like flakes coming out. It kind of like makes you feel like you have dandruff, but you don't even have dandruff. It's just that the products are not mixing together. So that's a little trick for you guys, to mix the products on the back of your hand beforehand to see if they go well together. And I wish I had just done that before. I would do my whole head, and then my hair would start flaking when I'm trying to do my hairstyle, and it's just embarrassing. It ends up on your shirt and stuff like that. So learn like what products mix well together. Number 5 is not sleeping with a satin headscarf or a bonnet, or sleeping on a satin pillowcase. And I'm guilty of this. Sometimes I don't sleep with a scarf on or a bonnet because either I have a headache, my hair is in afro form, and it's just like so much to go ahead and put my hair in like this tight scarf or something. But that's why you have to have your satin pillowcase, so at least you can have that so that your hair isn't rubbing against a cotton pillowcase, because obviously the friction is really bad for our delicate natural curls. Number 6 is leaving in protective styles for too long. I'm actually not guilty of this. I only usually keep in my protective styles for about 2 weeks at a time. So that's, if it pertains to you, protective styles are meant to keep your hair moisturized and protected against the elements and things that make it dry for a certain amount of time. But you don't want to keep it in for too long. There's definitely a healthy balance. I think a lot of people say maybe a month, or like 4 to 6 weeks sometimes for some protective styles. And I think wigs are a really great protective style, and also like just wearing headscarves and hats and stuff like that, because you can just, like, let's say you're wearing a wig, you braid your hair underneath, like every week you can still get to take out your braids, wash your hair, re-braid your hair, put on your wig again. So you could wear your you could wear your protective styles for as long as you want to, but just make sure you're taking care of your natural hair underneath it, moisturizing and stuff like that. That actually brings me to number 7, which is not moisturizing your hair. I definitely am sometimes guilty of this. I let my hair get super dried out, and then also not sleeping with the satin scarf or something, or on a satin pillowcase, and then my hair is just dry. And then when I go to wash my hair, it's a hot mess, so much shedding, so much breakage, because my hair is basically just super dry, and curly hair just needs more moisture. Our scalp produces a natural oil called sebum, and for people with straight hair, they have to wash their hair a little bit more often. Sometimes they wash their hair every day or every 2 days or something like that, because everyone's scalp produces this natural oil, but their hair is straight, so from the scalp to the hair strand, the oil runs down the straight hair very easily. But for curly hair, our scalp and our curly hair underneath, the sebum doesn't get to like travel down as easy, so the ends of our hair, especially curly hair people, the ends of our hair are very dry, and so we need to kind of like add that moisture back in through the different products that we use, through oils and water-based products and things like that. And just not moisturizing your curly hair is like definitely like a curly hair sin. Like, don't do it. Like, just moisturize your hair. Your hair is gonna look so amazingly beautiful, and yeah, and you're gonna also not have as much trouble when it comes to wash day and detangling. So those are some natural hair mistakes that I personally have made, some of them over the 8 years that I've been natural. And yeah, I thought I would share this with you guys so that you don't make the same mistakes I did. The main one for me, if you take anything away from this video, is try not to dye your hair, try not to use heat, and definitely keep it moisturized and cut off any damaged hair that you have. And your hair should grow and flourish, and drink plenty of water. Mind your business. Your hair is gonna grow. See you guys in the next video. Bye.